All right, guys, super excited. New gear day. Been wanting a new guitar strap for a long time now, and it finally came in today. The reason why I've been wanting a new guitar strap is a couple of reasons. One, when I first started looking for a new guitar strap, my guitar, the neck kind of sags. So I started doing some research and found out that, if I went with a little bit, wider strap with some friction, that will help it on my shoulder and kind of keep the neck up. That's kind of a pain in the butt, like when you're trying to jam and, I'm practicing, my soloing and my lead playing and working on runs. And when you're having to, concentrate on holding the neck up, I play standing up a lot, because it's rock and roll. I just want to do that. So I wanted a strap to help, solve that problem. So the strap that I was using was this Ernie Ball cloud strap, which I really like. It was super comfortable, and it, solved that problem with the neck. But the one thing is I couldn't get it to set high enough on me. It only adjusts from one side. So, I found myself always constantly having to tinker with it. And like I said, I just couldn't get it high enough to where I felt like it was at the proper length. So I've been looking for different straps, and a lot of them have the same measurements, and I just couldn't find one for forever. So I finally found one, this Recoil 3.5 from Groove Gear. Dave Ellefson from Megadeth, helped them come up with this, and they worked together on it. Huge Megadeth fan. I think that's super cool. And so, obviously Dave, he's a bassist. And when you hear him talk about, why he kind of, had his input on this strap was for his bass guitar, because they're heavy. That's not so much why I got it. I got it, primarily, hopefully I can get my guitar high enough up to where, it feels comfortable and I could hit those high notes the way that I want and just shred the way that I want. But also, it has that thickness to help with the neck sag. So, but that's just the functionality of it. This thing looks super cool. Groove Gear did a really good job. I'm a huge Megadeth fan, like I said. So Dave Mustaine was one of my biggest influences growing up. Play a lot of Megadeth, and so one cool thing about this, other than the functionality of it, is all of these little nuclear symbols everywhere. I don't know if you could see those. Let's see if that zooms in on that. I don't know. And then, but I'm sure you can see this one here. So yeah, those nuclear symbols all throughout. Really nice design. It's probably the coolest strap that I've ever owned. I'm gonna strap it on and just kind of see how it works. Hopefully it's everything that I hope for. So far so good. I mean, it looks cool, and that's half of rock and roll right there. So let's go. Gonna try it out and see what's going on. All right, let's see. All right, wicked. So I've got it hooked up, and yeah, no. So as you can see, no sag, which is awesome. I think I like the height. I might adjust it a little more. Super simple to adjust. This is very easy to adjust.